Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stanos and welcome back to Overanalyze, which is of course our awesome Overwatch coaching series. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at a 2,666 rated Zenyatta player. This is Platinum tier, so this should be quite interesting as well. Also, if you'd like to send a video in for consideration to appear on this series, then do follow the instructions that have been on the screen. And also, if you'd like a beautiful limited edition rank doesn't matter t-shirt, then click the link in the description below. Or you can buy a hoodie, and there are various different styles of t-shirts for ladies, for men, different hoodies, and all different colours. It's absolutely beautiful. Represent the rank doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. And it's gold as well. It's limited edition, good God. You can also get a standard edition classic one if you so desire, but those will always be available. Okay, and also, if you're going to appear at events, guys, and all of that stuff, buy these t-shirts. Because if I'm there at Gamescom and BlizzCon, and I see you in a t-shirt, that's going to be beautiful. Oh my God. Anyway, what we're going to do here is look at this Zen player. Because Zen is a very powerful hero right now in the game. Because he's absolutely awesome for dive comp. So let's just take a look at what's going on here. I mean, obviously, we don't have dive comp here. The reason why he's so powerful in dive comp is because he can heal the divers while not being next to them, and also he can use his Discord orb to direct the damage, right? So what we're looking at here with Zen is there are a couple of fundamentals. The first one is calling out who you Discord and keeping the Discord on the targets long enough for your team to damage them. Don't keep rapidly swapping Discord. Healing the correct targets. Now, looking at this team, you are the only healer. This is bad. Zen is not a solo healer. Zen cannot solo heal. He doesn't output enough healing to be able to do that. So this is going to be a bit of a problem. However, Zen would be typically looking to put his orb onto fast-moving targets or just the main tank. So you could put it onto your Winstons, onto your Reinhardt, or maybe onto your Genji or your Tracers. It makes them so powerful, especially when they take 1v1s. The other thing as well with Zen is he's very high damage output for a support. So we're going to be looking at how you deal damage and what you're doing with all of that stuff. So taking a look at the team here, we've got Zen solo support, which isn't great. Like I said, we've got Hanzo, we've got Torb, we've got Junkrat, and then we've got Ryan, and then we've got Hog. So Ryan and Hog, that's fine. You is fine. Hanzo, is okay. Torb is good. Junkrat is okay. Now, Junkrat and Torb in this team composition are interchangeable. So, if I was going to give advice to my team here, and remember, when I mean give advice, I mean be very friendly to your team. Don't go, get off Junkrat, you're going to cost us the game. Or just say, hey guys, do you think we could get an Ana? That's what I'd really like. I'd get rid of the Junkrat and replace this with an Ana. Of course, it means can this guy play Ana? I don't know. If not, maybe a Lucio or something like that, because I kind of prefer the Torb on this point instead of the Junkrat. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We've got a solo support, so we're going to have to see what goes on with this, because this should be pretty interesting. So other key concepts with Zen to take on board are your alternate fire is horrifically powerful. If you charge this up and use it to just pre-fire down areas where you think people are going to be, you can sometimes catch them with a cheeky headshot. Now, a lot of this stuff isn't really planned. It's not like you're aiming at these people and trying to take them out. What you're doing is just charging and just firing into areas where you expect people to be. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it, and you'll be able to predict when people start moving in. And try and aim at their heads as well. Hanamori is a great map for doing this because you know they're just going to run through the choke. It's the only way they can come. I just report this guy. Anybody who uses bad language, for whatever reason, just report them. There's no need for that in the game. Just report them straight away. Alright, so positioning is going to be a big thing we're going to take a look at here as well, because we don't want you standing in the choke because you're the only healer. If you die, it's going to be really bad for your team. Alright, let's take a look. Do we have the healing orb out? Yeah, we've got it on Roadhog, it looks like. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter who's it on at the moment, because... Alright, so yeah, pre-charge and then fire down there. Apply Discord and leave it on a target. And when you pre-charge, it doesn't matter if you fire when it isn't fully charged, because just having 2 or 3 orbs can take out most people if it hits them in the head, right? I don't like this positioning, though. I've got to pause this here, because in fact, we'll just play it a little bit, see if you back up. This positioning is not great, because you're just standing in the choke. If they come through hard and fast, they will kill you. They will kill you, ladies and gentlemen. Grow up. You in the back, grow up. You see, this is kind of something which probably works at Platinum. I'm going to pause this here. You're going to spray the floor. I'm going to pause this here, because standing here is so bad, like on a lot of different levels. It's okay It's okay for Hog. It's okay for Rein. They need to be there. You need to be all the way over here towards the back. There is no benefit to you being here. There is no damage drop-off with Zen's attacks. He does the same damage at any range, so you don't need to be close to do extra damage. You don't need to be close to people to heal them. You need to be able to see the whole picture. The big picture. Big picture. Big. If you don't see everything, then how are you going to be able to direct your Discord orb and apply your Orb of Harmony? You're also not telling people who you've Discorded as well. I'd like it if you did that. In fact, maybe you are actually, but your microphone isn't being picked up, so I can't really be too sure on that. But let's take a look at this. I'm going to tell you off. I'm going to tell you off now. Get ready. You've been a naughty boy. Watch this. Just watch this section play through. Alright, let's go back. Watch this section play through again. I'm going to pause it. It's all very well and good spraying stuff because you've watched the pro stream, right? I do this. I'll shoot stuff and then I'll spray, and it's like, yeah, it's great. There's one golden rule with the stupid spray stuff. Do not do it unless you could be doing something which actually helps your team. In this case, you should be charging up your alternate fire and firing it through the goddamn choke, not sitting there spraying the floor. That's so stupid. It's like, it probably makes you feel like, yeah, man, I'm spraying, I'm awesome. Don't do it unless you can do it, you know. When pros do it, they generally do it in between actions. So if, like Boombox, for example, a pro Zenyatta player, he would, like, charge up his alternate fire out, then he might spray stuff, then do it again. It's like little windows of spray opportunity. But don't worry about spraying stuff. It's just a waste of time at this level. Just focus on getting better as a player. And like I said, it doesn't really help. It's just showing off. Literally helps nothing. Alright, so you're not doing too bad with cycling the Orb of Harmony to keep the healing up on the team, which is fine. You're, working the alternate fire fairly well. Oh, God. And now we've got Transcendence available. So let's pause this and just talk about Transcendence, because I don't want you to go ahead and use Transcendence while I'm talking about it, in case you do. Transcendence is a great ultimate. This is a really, really good support ultimate. Few key things with this. If you have another support on your team, you don't in this game, but if you do, never use support ultimates at the same time. You have to stagger them, right? So if you were going to use this, and you've got a Lucio on your team with Sound Barrier, you have to tell him, I'm going to ult first, and then you ult, right? And then you've got to rely on him, not just panic ulting. That's the way you do support ultimates. You have to layer them, stack them. Well, not stack them, sorry, like layer them, like one, then the next one. If you do them at the same time and stack them, that's really bad. What does this counter? Well, this is a Dragon Strike here, which obviously it's from our Hanzo, but if it's from the enemy Hanzo, your Transcendence means that does no damage. If Pharah hits you with a barrage, you can negate most of the damage. If Pharah's nano boosted and barrages you, she will kill you through the Transcendence. Not you specifically, because Zen's immune when it's active, but she will kill everybody the Transcendence is affecting because she does so much damage. Transcendence will stop Genji. This is one you really need to keep it for. As you start going through the game, you'll notice that you'll come into the pro Genji tier, where Genji dominates a lot of the game. This is because people don't deal with Genji. When Genji pulls his Dragon Blade out, the Zen won't have his Transcendence available to negate it. If you've got that available, and they've got a Genji, you need to always save this bad boy for that. Unless something ridiculous happens, like you really need to use it because the enemy dive onto you hard, which is the other time you want to be using this. If they come through hard, fast, and strong, you absolutely have to pop this Transcendence. It will keep you alive. It will keep your team alive. We're doing okay, though. I mean, we've got, like, the team, we're holding the choke okay. It's not too bad. The enemy team kind of seem out of ideas, which is a whole other video, I guess. Like, just standing in the choke is not great. This is probably why Junkrat and your team is playing Junkrat and feeling, like, really powerful. He is doing work, don't get me wrong. But if the enemy just come through the choke quick, he's dead. If they've got dive comp, he's dead. What's he going to do? He's going to run through the choke and he's no longer effective. So he's one of those heroes where you get a full sense of, I'm actually doing a lot of work at this point, when really, are you doing that much work? It's mainly because the enemy don't really know what they're doing. They haven't got an attack plan.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah, like that guy just said, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have got hit by that 5-strike, though. This is because we got bad positioning. We got caught on the wall there, which is not great. Yeah, you are communicating, but your microphone's not just being recorded. That's fine. I mean, of course, it makes it difficult for me to comment on what you're actually saying, but it's okay. So I don't like this positioning, right? We've got to talk about what the enemy have got available here. They've got Earthshatter, haven't they? They've got a whole Hog. I don't actually know what the composition of the enemy team is. They've got a Genji because we've just seen Genji die. So we know he's probably going to have Dragon Blade at some point. So we've got to be aware of our positioning and our ultimate use here. Because if they're coming in strong, right, that's our Earthshatter, I think. They've rezzed that. Yeah, that was our Earthshatter. See, I'm not sure if you did that intentionally,
Genji's in.
but I wouldn't have used the Transcendence then, and you didn't. So that was good play, because we basically killed all of their team, so there was no need to use it. And we know that Genji may potentially have his ultimate at some point, and we've absolutely got to save our Transcendence to deal with that, because if we don't, there's going to be a big, big problem. But yeah, going back to what the enemy have got ultimate-wise, they've just used Sound Barrier, right, and they're coming in really strong. This is a danger moment now. This is like an alert in your head has to go off. Sound Barrier's just gone off. Reinhardt's steaming through. There's 2 more there. That's their Hog, I think. And their Genji's died again. And their Hog and their Lucio are coming through strong here. This is absolute prime Transcendence material. So let's see if you do it. The reason why you should transcend this is because they're just going to bash into you. Yeah. And their soldiers use his ultimate as well. And actually, Junkrat has killed him. Which is beautiful. I think he used it. It sounded like he said, "I got you in my sights," and then he died. Of course, Soldier's ultimate is another one you can use to Transcendence to get rid of.
Me, you what the fuck? There's more Mercy. Our Mercy is so noob.
I'd report this guy as well. There is no need to talk like that. Just report them. Report and block them. I'm sick of dealing with people like this. Oh, we almost brought up the score screen then, but we didn't. You bring it up pretty quick. Like I can't even pause it in time. But you need to do this more often. We need to know what heroes the enemy have got.
Genji's.
We need to know what ultimates we've got if our team are not communicating with us. And we still, I'm banging my desk, you can hear this, we still know this Reinhardt has not used his Earthshatter. He has not used this. I have not seen this at any point during this video, so he's going to use his goddamn Earthshatter. There's 16 seconds left to go here. Oh my god, don't tell me this is what happened. This looks real bad. You're going to die because of bad positioning and not being aware of what ultimates the enemy had available. If you were standing towards the back, there's no way you would have got hit with that Earthshatter, and it would have given you better vision across the whole team, and they've just rezzed. This is really bad now. They've just got... And they only actually res one person, so it's not that huge. I don't know. Junkrat's doing work. No, I think we're okay. But you should not have died there. Higher level games, you die like that, it's going to cost you that point. You should not be there. That is bad positioning.
Nice job.
Apart from that,
Torb
though,
is
pretty
so
good.
good on this map. He just shoots through the window.
Torb is actually pretty good on Hanamura first point defense.
What do you guys want to run dive or? I can play good Winston.
I hope you're saying to that guy, yeah, run dive, because the problem...
Oh, so no dive then, alright.
You sound so disappointed. The problem with 2CP maps...
memes, and memes will beat us.
Memes for the win. The problem with
Memes
2CP maps
real.
is they... lower level teams generally stand in the choke and die, and it's so annoying. It's all you got to do is run through the choke, just walk through. Doesn't matter what team comp you've got, just walk through the choke. Don't just stand there. Dive comp, it's easy to go through. So dive comp just basically means the tank is Winston, right, and everybody else just follows Winston in, right? Yeah, you can build a proper dive comp team if you wanted to. So let's say like a Winston, a Zenyatta, Ana, a Genji, a Tracer, and then you could throw in like maybe a Zarya if you wanted to, or I'd go for like another DPS like Soldier or something. That'd be great. Just run straight through the choke, or you could do D.Va, I suppose. Run straight through the choke and smash them. Sitting in the choke means you lose the game. That's why Junkrat did a lot of work. Junkrat
Respond to the fucking joke, please.
kind of was the carry in that game. He's got a really bad attitude though, but he kind of was the carry, but only because the enemy kept letting him kill them, you know, by standing in the choke, which is not great. So what we're going to be looking at here on attack is what you've got to do is, and also for Zen, if it is dive comp, when you do get the Winston and the D.Vas on your team and all of that stuff, and you've got a dive comp orientated team, so a fast attack team, you have to apply the Discord and tell them who you've Discorded, and hopefully they kill it, because Zen is like the orchestrator of dive comp. He tells you where people go, but even if it isn't dive, he still needs to do that anyway. Just call out who you Discord, because your team, they'll be aware of it, and then they'll hopefully target that target and burn them down really quick. Because it's obviously such a powerful ability. Alright, so what we could have done here, remember, we'll just run this back a little second. We could have, why are we not pre-charging? Pre-charge alternate fire, blast it straight through the choke, a fully charged alternate fire. We'll do a massive spike of damage to that shield. Good catch on the Torb turret. Their Genji's dead again? Their Genji's not great. Why are we doing this? Why did you spray the floor here? look, there was so much going on. It's like, oh, did you spray the floor? It looked like you did. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I'm just getting angry at all this pointless spraying. Your Discord orbs are pretty good, though. You're putting them on targets and leaving them on targets. That's exactly what you should be doing. That's good. Heal the D.Va. Yep. See, this is working much... I mean, we've basically won now. We've just broke through into their point. There's nothing they can do about this unless they pull out some sort of clutch play. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Right, that was interesting. Right, let's pause now. That was very interesting. So, what we had there was a case of, yes, and I know the comment's going to say this. Let me guess, bad positioning. It was bad positioning. It was really bad positioning. You should not be standing in the middle of the choke with Zen on defense because you're going to get wrecked, and you did get wrecked at the end with that big Earth Shatter. Now, that could have actually resulted in your team getting wiped, but everybody else kind of pulled their weight, and that was okay, and it was lucky. It was lucky. You never really want to leave stuff to luck. What you should be thinking about is, what can I do to make sure I don't die and affect the game in a good way? Standing in the choke when we know that they've got ultimates available is not going to do that, and you're probably going to get wrecked, and you did. You don't charge up your alternate fire enough. You should be doing this all of the time instead of spraying the floor and getting ready to fire it out. Much like that example very close to the end of this video, where you should have charged up your alternate fire as you came out of the spawn, then fired a fully charged blast into the choke. It might have hit the Symmetra, it might have hit the, it may have killed somebody, you don't know. If not, it would have done quite a bit of spike damage to Reinhardt's shield, which is great and what we wanted. You need to tell people who you Discord. If you put a Discord on somebody, just say Genji Discord, Hanzo Discord, Anna Discord, Junkrat Discord, Lucio Discord. That's all you got to say, right? You don't have to shout at them and tell them the location. Just shout it out. I think that's such a great call because it alerts me when I play the game. Like, oh, somebody's Discorded. And you kind of look for the Discord icon and you track it down and you kill it. You have to be applying the Discord to priority targets as well. So on Hanamura, if we get flanked by Genji, which you did do this as well, so this was good play, Discord the Genji and hopefully somebody will kill him quite quick, which is awesome. Transcendence usage was okay. We only really got to see it once though, didn't we? Maybe twice. So it wasn't that much of a huge sample size. But remember, you need to keep this available for enemy Genji Dragon Blades, enemy Tactical Visors, enemy Barrages, anything, enemy Dragon Strikes, enemy Zarya Dragon Strike combos. Once you use it in that, it's so great. Like, Zen's ultimate is really great. You can just wipe out other ultimates as they're getting used, which is so powerful. Especially if you've got the combos with the Black Hole and, the Dragon Strike, for example. So yeah, I think this is pretty good Zen play, but the big thing I'm taking from this is you spraying the floor too often. Don't do that. Focus on playing the game and just think about your positioning. Like, back off a little bit so you can see more of the big picture, and also try and heal people faster. There was a point in this video where you were, maybe we can find it, probably not, but there was a point with Reinhardt. I don't think we can find it, but there was a point with Reinhardt where he was low and you didn't heal him for a very long time. You were too busy like spraying stuff and just looking around all oblivious. You have to prioritize healing, right? You were the only healer. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Overanalyzed on a 2,666 rated Zen player. A pretty good player, just needs to work out his positioning. If you'd like to send a video in for consideration for this series, then do follow the instructions that have been on the screen. I've been Stylosa, guys. This is Unit Lost. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. And you can join the Discord, which is discord.gg/UnitLost. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.